So let's look at data of a specific store. I am querying the store ID 1, and then I am just filtering the sales data for that particular store, to make it lightweight, And here I am plotting using Plotly and bar chart. So the x-axis will show the dates, and the y-axis will show some weekly sales values. And if you look at the x-axis, you are actually looking at the dates, but the y-axis bar charts are not continuous. You have multiple bars. The store has multiple departments. So that's what we are looking at. If you just look at the corresponding, let's say, head, you will see that here, and if you print the deep unique, you will see actually what are the departments. So you see they had like 1 to 99 departments. So we are stacking the bar charts, nothing special. So now we are doing a more specific query. We are reducing to just only one department, and if you now plot the same, you will see a cleaner bar chart. Now x-axis is date, weekly dates, and then y-axis is weekly sales, but for a specific store and specific department. So department is 1, and the store is the 1. Okay. Now we are doing the aggregation for that particular store, particular department on year level, and the values are here. And here we are actually drawing the bar chart after the aggregation, the sales bar year for that particular store and particular department. And these were the yearly aggregated value. Now we do the same for at the month level. Okay. And we plot the same, the monthly average values for a particular store and a particular department. Here you will clearly see some seasonal behavior of the sales. So if we look at the month 12, so this is the holiday season month, and the store and the department is selling the highest. But what we can guess some other information, from this graph, So let's look closely. You can come up with certain hypothesis about your data that they're selling some item that sells well in the holiday season, but they're not selling that well during summer, But if you are given enough information about the department, then you could have explained more, but we don't know because the data is anonymized. These are the things that we can infer even we are not given enough information, because this is what the data is talking to us in this way. You can do the same at the weekly level. So now we are looking at the weekly level aggregation. One thing we are looking at that the sales are quite less in the middle of the year. Okay, we learn how to do aggregation at a column level. We will also learn how to do at the row level, So this is done in window function, and one of the function that we'll be learning is the rolling average, So here we are doing a rolling average of 3 records. We are actually passing the column name, and then we are calling the rolling function with certain parameter. We are actually doing an average at a row level. So again, the group by average that we learned in the earlier part were at the column level, and this is at the row level, So we have to be very clear, and we have certain intention for doing that. Let's run this, and as I said that we have an intention for doing that. And what is the intention? Let's look at another graph with the rolling values. So you can see that what happened. This blue graph was our weekly sales for that particular store and department, but you see like there are like certain spikes, and the graph is not that smooth. Okay, so window averaging gave us smooth values. What do you mean by if you compare the blue graph with the red graph, you can see that the red graph is a little bit smoother, but the green graph is even more smoother. We do it in many applications. Smoothing means that making the transition smoother. So this concludes this part of the lecture. Thank you.